It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 10 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be looking at some new information that help us get a better understanding about what the premiere will look like, or at least the opening minutes of the premiere will look like. Now, this information is coming out of official sources, but with that, there is still some people who may look at this and say this is spoiler information. So it's a bit of both. It's borderline between spoiler information and just official information that have come out. So I do want to put out a spoiler warning just in case there are people who don't want to know anything about Season 10 and about the premiere's opening, even though some of it may not really be spoiler information. But the information that I read comes from comicbook.com, so that's one of my sources. I've seen it in a couple other articles as well. But in this video, we're going to be making a prediction about the opening of the premiere of Season 10 of The Walking Dead, 10:01. Now, I released a video right before this one that looks at the table read and the sneak peek for the premiere of Season 10. They released a little bit of that. You can go and check it out. You can also check out my discussion on that. I didn't have any spoiler information in that video, but this is part 2, which includes some spoiler information, like I said. So we're gonna dissect the table read and look at the latest teases that we've got so far from interviews by the producers, the director, and the showrunner. Try to see if it reveals anything about the opening minutes. Now, my prediction, based on all of the information that have come out, is that the premiere of Season 10 will be out of this world, literally. So I think we're going to get a cold open along the lines of a satellite in outer space exploding. We may even get a good glimpse at what a post-apocalyptic globe of the world looks like, which is going to be very, very interesting. But in any case, the pieces of the satellite that exploded will crash into the world, specifically into the US, right in the middle of a forest. This will cause a massive fire, hence linking us to the many, many images we've seen showcasing a forest fire and the survivors killing walkers that are around. I'm going to put pictures of that on screen so you can see what I'm talking about. This makes sense because the smoke and the noise would definitely attract walkers. So the survivors are going to have to basically do two things. One is get rid of the fire, and second is they will need to kill the walkers that are attracted by the satellite crashing into the forest. Now, there are 4 clues that back up this prediction, and some of this is actually discussed in some of the sources that I just talked about. But the first one is that survivors are actually looking up in the sky in the images related to the forest fire, which makes sense because there was just an object that fell from the sky. So everyone is most likely going to be trying to figure out what just happened and look up in the sky to see if there's any more objects that are falling from the sky. And also in the background of some of these images that are related to the forest fire, we can actually see pieces of the satellite. The second piece of clue is that in the table read, I'm going to put a screenshot of it, there is a huge poster in the background that you usually see for like school or college presentations and things like that. And in that poster, there are several pictures of satellites up in space, as well as images of forest fires. This connects directly with the theory that we just kind of went through. Now, I'm not crediting myself for this theory, like I said. This comes from partially comicbook.com, partially some other sources online with articles on this, partially things that some of you mentioned in the comments and in the live stream that we had. The third clue is that this fits directly with what the director of the premiere, Greg Nicotero, said about the premiere's opening. He said that it's going to feel completely different, to a point for the first 30 seconds you're not going to be sure whether you're watching The Walking Dead or something else, which makes sense because we're going to be up in space, we're going to see a satellite exploding and crashing, so it's not going to feel like Walking Dead for sure. Now, the fourth and final piece of clue is this backs up what the showrunner, Angela Kang, said about this new season. She said that they're going to be focusing on natural elements, bringing a lot of natural phenomena into the show and storyline for the season. And it's going to play a part in the threats that are going to be around for the new season. So that I think matches up with what we just kind of discussed. But with all of that, I want to know everyone's thoughts and opinions about this. What do you guys think about the premiere's opening? Do you think that the stuff that I mentioned makes sense? Or do you think that we're going to see something slightly different? But I think, honestly, everything that's there so far points towards what I just mentioned. And I think it'll be completely out of the blue for the opening to be something very, very different than what I just mentioned. But there's the chance. There's a chance they could be screwing with us. What are the chances that they're gonna put a table read for the very first time and have a spoilery poster in the background? When in the past, they have gone out of their way to stop spoilers from coming out and basically put a cap on spoilers before they make it out to social media and online and things like that. So there is a chance that they're screwing with us. There is a chance. I'm gonna put like a 5% chance that they're screwing with us. But there's a very, very good chance at this point that everything matches up with the prediction that I put out there, that we're going to see a satellite crashing, pieces of it are going to fall, it's going to hit a forest, it's going to cause a fire, it's going to attract walkers, our survivors are going to show up needing to get rid of the fire and the threat, and also kill the walkers that are attracted by the smoke and by the noises from the crash of the satellite. I want to know everyone's opinions. Let me know in the comment section below. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.